So today we go to Canada for quite, to be honest, an upsetting news story really. And that's unfortunately that a young girl has unfortunately become a victim of quack medicine. Now the girl's name is Makayla Sault or something like that. I have to apologise because this is not only just a foreign name, but this is a Indian name as well. So I haven't got a chance in hell trying to pronounce it correctly. But she had childhood leukemia. Childhood leukemia is really easy to treat. It has pretty much, 100% survival rate. And basically because the young girl was saying that she wasn't feeling well on the chemo, and why are you doing this to me? And her parents basically took her off the chemotherapy that was helping her and started giving her their traditional natural cures. And of course what happens is what happens to everyone who goes through this, and we've seen this before 100 of times. Every time I make a video about someone who's become a victim of quacks, they either refuse treatment or are on treatment and then they stop it and they're on these natural treatments so they feel magically better. And then what goes into this was that, unfortunately, from what I understand, because she's what they call First Nation, which is sort of the Aboriginal people that live in Canada, they can actually opt out of medical treatment. And normally what would happen if they weren't, the child would have been taken into custody by the state so that basically they could have performed the full treatment and cured her. Now the doctors have come out and said, yeah, if she'd had the treatment she'd still be alive today, which is the real bad point. But this gets even more worse when they took her from Canada to a clinic down in Florida called the Hippocratic Center, and it's run by a quack doctor who basically said, yeah, I can cure her. And basically the guy who's done it recently, from researching this, he's under investigation because two other children basically died under his watch and care, so he is being investigated. However, as is usual for quacks, he got away with it. He's still allowed to practice and basically call himself a doctor even though he's not. This is the unfortunate case in particularly America, as it took about 10 years to really get rid of Dr. Basinski, Basinski and his quack clinic. So yeah, it takes a long time to really sort of get these people out of the system, so to say. But back to the girl, yeah, unfortunately she died, basically through her, basically first of all, because the government allowed First Nations people to opt out of medical treatment. That was first point. The second point was the mother didn't have enough faith, to be honest, in the medical system to be able to do this, and as a result she resorted to natural treatment and quack therapies that don't work and haven't been proven to work, and as a result we've got another victim. And I really do hate doing these types of videos, but even more so when it's someone so young that could have had a full and healthy life if they'd taken the conventional route.